Hi friends, and welcome back to Lily's Tarot, or Lily's reading. Today we're going to do a general love reading for all the air zodiac signs. That is the Gemini, Libra, and the Aquarius. Today we're going to do something a little bit more different and bringing some a bit of organization when I'm doing your reading. So this pile right here is the Gemini, this pile right here is the Libra, and then this pile right here is going to be the Aquarius. All right, so let's jump into it and let's see where we go with your love reading. All right, so we do have the Five of Pentacles, we have the Knight of Wands, and then we have the Priestess. So you guys have some earth, which is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. You guys have fire, which is Aries, Libra, Sagittarius, and then with the High Priestess, it's the Cancer and Pisces. All of these could be your person, or one of whoever's listening to this. It can be your person, or you could have this also in your chart. All right, so let's jump in. So here we have with the Five of Pentacles, it's someone who's feeling like they're left out in the cold. And I feel like with the Knight of Wands, it's almost like we're rushing in, we're doing something because we don't like the feeling of being felt out in the cold. And it might be a bit of going back and forth is what this feeling feels like. A little bit of jealousy, a bit of anger, as in tit for tat. Ha, you think you're gonna get me? Well, this is what I need to say. And another thing, you know, that's kind of what I feel when it comes to that. It could be like someone is making you feel a type of way to where you feel like you have to retaliate. And like I said, it could be your person too as well. But then we have the High Priestess, and the High Priestess is someone who receives a message. High Priestess is also very intuitive. She is, on top of her, on top of her grind. She knows exactly what she wants, what she's looking for, and maybe she feels like you're not the one who fits the part. Or maybe it's the other way around where you feel like they're not the one who fits the part. There's something where we're just kind of going back and forth with that energy, okay? Now let's get a little bit more. Spirit guides and angels, give us a little bit more. Why do they feel like they're left out in the cold? Funny because there has been a download of information that someone received where someone was playing a certain type of game. All right, so now things are changing drastically. Maybe it's the pride, maybe we're not willing to ask for help, maybe it's okay, I've gotten this amount of information and now I'm going to treat you a certain way because I know. So the Fool is like, you know what, I'm going to end all of this and I'm going to start something new where I'm going to venture out into a brand new journey. So I do feel like this is the end of a certain situation. Now, I feel like with this is Spirit is giving a bit of advice, and Spirit is saying to you to be a little bit patient when it comes to this type of situation. Some of you might be in a situation where you fear that your person is going to do something. I hope that is not the case. But what I do feel is that the Temperance is, kind of taking control of the situation. You also have Temperance and Hangman here. You are literally within reach of what it is that you're looking for, you're digging for, or, but just remember that when you are searching for some type of information and you actually receive it, this is what you asked for. So be ready for this type of information. Also, I want to point out that a lot of you might be receiving information in your dreams, where that's the intuitive part of you, is to start paying attention, because you have Spirit on your side. Spirit is trying to help you, trying to coax you into seeing what is wrong in this relationship. So pay attention and start writing your dreams down. But when it comes to this certain situation, I feel like Spirit is saying that this situation, it needs to end. It's not going to work, okay? Now let's jump over to the Libra energy. And with the Libra energy, I feel like we have, first we have the Knight of Swords, the Nine of Swords, and then we have the Empress. You guys got, your person might have a lot of air in their chart. Could be you too as well, because, air, we are doing air signs, which is Gemini, Libra, and the Aquarius. But then we have the Empress, and the Empress can be Taurus and or Libra. So, you could be dealing with those type of people. But when it comes to this, it's like I feel like we're getting tired of something. There has been conflicts. Maybe we're in our head, you know, maybe things are going too fast and it's like we're trying to slow things down. Maybe you jumped into something not realizing that now you want to slow things down. Like it's way too much for you to handle. I feel like when it comes to the Empress, you should be using your intuition because you're a very intuitive person. You have all the tools laid out. What is it? Because I feel like you're the one who's calling the shots. So I feel like a lot of you have created a certain bubble where we need to start taking action instead of just sitting there and letting things or time pass us by or accepting the things that we no longer want to accept. I feel like, you know, swords are about conversation. We need to have some type of a conversation, but we also need to take some action, and you need to be the leader in this type of conversation, whether it be a tough conversation to have, but I feel like you'll feel a lot better as soon as this happens. So with that being said, we do have the wheel, which is a change of events where it's almost like you're growing up. Like you have, maybe you grew up with this person too as well. You've been with this person for a while, but I feel like mentality wise is like you're growing up to where the Ace of Swords is like, think before you speak, because that's the milestone that you have, where sometimes we're just like, we yell and we say what we have to say, but this time around it's like they're saying, think before you speak. Spirit guides and angels, what is the advice? A lot of you are going to have a heartbreak where you're going through something. And I feel like when you have this conversation, maybe you want to let go of this person. It's almost like this person is not going to want to let go of you. So I feel like the Magician is giving you a certain set of skills. If you really want to leave, they're going to back you up on this. They're going to help you with strength. They're going to help you with healing. But I feel like your person is not going to want to let you go, because I feel like the Ace of Swords is like they're going to offer something else so that it will make you stay. Really, really think about it really hard if this is something that you truly want to do, if you want to stay with your person or not. Spirit is not saying to stay, but they're saying we will back you up in whatever decision that you want, because at the end of the day, we're here to help you. We are your guides, your angel, your spirit, all right? So ask Spirit to be there when you have this type of conversation, because they will not let you down, all right? For others of you, I feel like when you decide to end this type of situation, I feel like something new is coming, okay? So we do have the Judgment, we have the Five of Cups, and then we have the Four of Swords. So Judgment is Scorpio, Cups is your water signs, and then we have your Four of Swords, which is the your Four of Swords is about air. So again, air is your Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, and your water signs are more of the Cancer, Pisces, and I think Scorpio is what I want to say. But anyways, take it as it resonates with you. I feel like someone's been going through something where judgment call, you know, like the judgment is here, where the judgment is like, all right, we need to take accountability for what's going on, but we're also going to give you a spiritual awakening. We're going to show you what's wrong, and we're going to show you what's right, and then it's almost like you got to decide again. Because I feel like with the Five of Cups, you might feel empty, or you might feel like you broke up with your person and you just, you know, that's where the emptiness is coming from. You know, like we're crying over spilt milk, where you do still have two cups that are right here on the side. So it's almost like you keep looking on into the distance because you keep wondering if these cups are ever going to be full. Are you ever going to find fulfillment? So the more you sit here and you dwell on this, is the longer you stay stuck. You're not moving forward, not backwards, not forward. You're just kind of standing there looking into the distance, where you're asking your angels for some type of a guidance, and your angels are asking you back, hey, do you know what happened in this relationship to make these cups flip upside down? Because you're going to have to take accountability for what you did too as well. It's not just your person. It takes two to make this relationship work, and you're still stuck on this. So there's something that you're gonna have to take accountability for, because when you turn to the side and you move forward, it's like you need to heal and you need to learn from this, because this is in your past. When you turn to your side, you're starting to move forward. It's almost like, you know, the skies are gonna open up and the sun is gonna come out, because now you found love. But this is where the lesson needs to be learned, is because you lay down your sword, but you still have your armor on. So whatever your past has done to you has created such an effect on you to where you always have your armor on. So maybe when you're dating people, you come off as like hardcore, where Spirit is saying like, hey, that's not the person's fault that you're dating. That's a you problem, because maybe you need to, you know, heal something within. And so maybe that's where you're finding your imbalance is, why does nobody want me? Why does nobody, you know, want to get along with me? And it could just be a simple thing as you need to heal something within, because you're coming off as too hard, where you're being misinterpreted. I'm surprised you don't have the King of Swords. Spirit guides and angels. And the reason why you're like this is because, and this is a message from Spirit, just so you know, the reason why you're like this is because you're not trusting. You're not trusting. So when you don't trust something, you're not using your Seven of Wands. You're not using your intuition, right? So that's what they need you to do, is more ground yourself, put yourself in a bubble, meditate, do something that works for you in order to get you back in balance. So Spirit guides and angels, what is the advice? This has been very hard for you, because you have been, to your, you know, best ability, you have been a hardworking person. You have been someone loyal, someone that, you know, you consider that people can trust you. But yet you walked away from a situation that really hurt you, and now it's trying to get you bearings, where you're kind of out in the water waiting. There's storm all around you and you can't see anything. So you feel, you know, it's literally, you feel that air that is, you know, shifting all around you, and you're just like, come on, man, like, just something's got to give. But I don't think, in all honesty, it's not about something's got to give. It's about, we need to heal something within, because you've been through a lot. So even though you walked away from things that hurt you, you're exactly where you need to be. But you're at a time in your life that you need to heal within in order to get you to move forward. All right, you guys, I do hope that you all enjoyed this message. And if you like me reading it this way, which I actually thought it was a lot more better than just kind of giving you the energy of free-for-all when it comes to all air zodiac signs, I feel like I can just kind of pinpoint, you know, a message for each and every one of you. But if you want more of me, please do like, share, you know, just comment if you want. Let me know if any of the story has anything to do with you guys, and I will continue posting as much as I can. So I will see you all in the next one. Don't forget to check my description box if you're looking for a reading. It's very, very easy. I'll make it easy, that way you guys can get a hold of me, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.